Giveaway here in a second. Just trying to set up my YouTube feed. What's up, Shoot family? Welcome in, everyone. Guys, I have an assorted box of ephemera, some sports stuff in here, some non-sport. I will have a couple giveaways. What's up, Hawkeye Mike? This will be progressive shipping with my sale from Tuesday night, and then I'll ship this stuff out this afternoon. I'm going to work on packing those boxes up and get them out in the mail because I have another show scheduled for a little later this morning and then later today. So try to be a quick show here. But I have assorted like 19th century to 20th century items, sport, non-sport, some cool early photographs. So eclectic mix of stuff. I'm going to pin a giveaway here. Giveaway cool vintage pack of Batman cards. These are 1989 second series Batman Topps cards, sealed wax pack. I'm going to pin this. Figured it might be a light crowd, given it's an early morning for a lot of people. But hop in that giveaway if you want to get that piece, and I'll get some stuff running. What's up, Antique Plus One? Let me spin this camera around. All right, so again, here's the giveaway, the Topps Batman wax pack. Get him on a little stage there. What's up, Jake? How's it going, man? It was an early morning for the Westerners or the Southwest. I'm not sure what part. You're in Utah, I believe, right? So I don't know what. Is that Southwest or just West? I don't know. I don't know the geography of that great. I know where it is, but all right, let me run the cool this little lot here. Run a lot of 8 a.m. Okay, yeah, I figured it would be early morning for some. Should have put like coffee and ephemera. I'm gonna get a group of like first day covers. I think I sold some of these on the cards. I wasn't sure what they were, but now I see them on these envelopes. You got Feller, Satchel Paige, Feller, Dizzy Dean, Lou Gehrig. So they're 4 envelopes, stamped envelopes. Get these to the stage. Northern Utah. Okay, cool. What's up, Shane? Good morning, man. These are going to be all around for $2. $2 for one money. Gehrig, Dizzy Dean, Bob Feller, Satchel Paige, stamp envelopes. These are the big guys. Or bids. J Ride's in at 3. Hawkeye Mike's coming back at 4. Oh, there we go. I wasn't sure, man. So I wasn't far off there. Oh, J Ride's back at 5. Mike likes him at 6. Thank you, Hawkeye Mike. Appreciate it. Okay, Mike won the giveaway last night on the Pastime Picks podcast. So thanks for being there, Mike. Shane, would you have a guess, Shane, of who won the horse race giveaway contest? What's up, Mark? There we go. Mark Hoyle's in the house. Mark was the winner of the big giveaway last night. It was ephemera small 01 or 00, not 01. Here's a cool cabinet photograph. So one of the things I specialize in addition to sports memorabilia is antique photography. It is, yeah. Starts at noon, runs to 9 p.m. I'm starting at 3. I'm selling at 3 with Chernock. So this is so it's Jerseyville, Illinois. Wheeler's the photographer. It is signed on the back. It's hard to make out the name. But what this is, I believe, is an actor. He was portraying, looks like a Revolutionary War soldier or someone. I'm not sure who he was trying to portray, but William Bradford, I guess, is his name. And then I don't know what that says. I'm not sure what that word is there, but that might be who he's portraying. But and it says compliments of William Bradford. So he did autograph this. This came in a group of like actor cabinet cards. So pretty cool antique piece of ephemera there. And then the Batman pack is the giveaway. There we go. That antique cabinet photo is running. This is probably 1890s. I would probably put it 1895, 1896 kind of time frame. I know Mike likes his ephemera. Jay rides into 3. Okay, Mike. Okay, Mike takes it down to $4. Thanks, Mike. Get that one labeled. I definitely do, Shane, but not in this box. I didn't pull any out. I'll try to, when I find some, I'll set them aside for this show. I know I have a lot of them. Even I'm sure I have some tin types I could run, and maybe even Daguerre types. Oh, that's awesome, Mark. Yeah, when I was cleaning out my, helping my parents clean out my grandmother's estate, I found a lot of early photography of family members, including like an 1860s, like gold. I don't know if it's what karat gold it is, but gold like charm that has like a photo in it. It was 01 Hawkeye Mike. So we got a little postcard here. It's a Dick Clark American Bandstand. Let's see, it's a facsimile signature Dick Clark. It is mailed 1959, mailed from Philadelphia, American Bandstand with WFIL TV. And I assume this is not, yeah, this has got to be like a generic, like printed autograph and note, I assume. But of Dick Clark, mailed to someone in York, Pennsylvania. So cool vintage piece of music, television history here. Take it out of there so we can see it better without the glare. Yeah, sure thing, Shane. I will, if I find them, I know I have them, I'll set them aside. All right. No worries, no Dick Clark fans. I'm going to try to stagger between sport and non-sport. I have a nice mix of both. For some reason, I can't find my YouTube feed up. Let me see if I check that again. Let's see if I make sure I set that up right. Yeah, it's on there. All right, maybe it's going to be a little delayed. Okay, I'm going to run this group of 3 Hall of Fame baseball postcards. I think I'm out of here. So we got a Johnny Bench Hall of Fame postcard, Fergie Jenkins, and Mickey Mantle. Let's give the best for last there. I'm sure these are dated typically. Yeah, 89. Well, maybe not. That one's dated 74, so I don't exactly know when these were individually made. Did I run that? I must have run that. I've got the complete set. Nice, Mark. Hey, Romina. How's it going? I'm selling on firstclasstreasures.com today, Romina. I'm going to run another one of these cabinet cards. So this one, same photographer, Wheeler, Jerseyville, Illinois. This one, to my friend, the Knit, Will W. Johnson, or I'm not sure. Yeah, Will W. Johnson, stage manager of the John Sprucely Company, 91, 92, 93. So this is obviously going to date right around 1893, Jerseyville, Illinois. It's cool when these photos are identified like that with a name and sign on back. That always adds a little bit of a value to them, especially when, first you have Illinois people might be collecting them, people from that city in Illinois, or people just collect acting history. Thanks, Jake. Speaking of acting history, I'm going to run a pretty cool piece next. A little bit of it's a big scrapbook. It's loaded. So I'll show you in a second. It goes 02. Again, that giveaway for anyone in the room is I'm giving away this 1989 Batman sealed wax pack, free to somebody. Let me get this to the stage here. This could be a little heavier piece, but so it's a scrapbook, yay thick, pretty big book, but it's all detailing. Let me try to rotate this so I can show it better. It's all about acting, at least what I saw. There's some school stuff related in here, programs. Let's see, 10th anniversary of the Nordstrand Lodge, 1909. That is commencement exercise, South A School, Newark, New Jersey. The giveaway is running, so he gets that. Shane, all right, man. Can rip that on Soda City Rips. There we go. All right, let me keep flipping through this. So we got that. There are cool like ticket stubs in here as well. There's a letter to Mr. Keller. Kind of commencement programs, different kind of like piano recital stuff. 1909 Music Festival. Yeah, right. Let's see. Try to give you a little sense. I don't have to go through every page, but maybe what I'll do is I'll run it in a second and I'll keep flipping through. Piano recital, Wallace Hall, YMCA. Let me edit this to be a little bit longer, though. That way it gives me a second to flip through. So I'm going to start this right now. It's running for a minute. Piano recital. There's a bunch of tickets on this page. There's a concert program. There are piano recitals, 1910, a bunch of them in there. William, oops, sorry. One of those pages is loose. One of the pages slipped out. Loaded with different kind of programs. If anybody wants tips on how to get these items out of the scrapbook, if you wanted to try to do that, you're welcome to reach out to me. I'll talk you through that. They don't always come out well, but there's a couple little tricks that you could try that I could talk you through. One of my areas of specialty is removing things from scrapbooks. This one I would probably sell on its completion because you've got a Yuletide party, a little Christmas piece here. Musical. Jake's going to take that down. There we go. We got the Essex County Hospital Nursing Program. There we go. Nice buy. Nice buy, Jake. Get that packed up. Those things are fun, even just to look through, right? Even if you don't ever sell it, just fun to dig through and see what's all the treasures are in there. There you go. Yeah, Shane. Yeah. do for the win. Starting all over again next week, Shane. We're going to run it back. All right. Let me move some of this stuff to my table. I'll be right back. Let's see what we got next. I'm going to run a lot of exhibit cards here. Oh, sure. Yeah, Shane. Yeah, me. Good point. And me, Shane, my buddy Andy, King of Penance, who does my podcast with me, and the Real Life Perspective Show, Sean, are going to do a live rip And it's a beer tasting, card ripping special we do once a month. That's going to be tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. So we got a group of exhibit cards here. Henry Bussey, I guess he's a trumpet player. Got a cool early motorcycle exhibit card. That one's, let's see, Chevy V8 mounted into a Harley Davidson 74 stock frame. That's pretty cool that it's identified on back like that. And then we got a slightly risque one. There's no nudity, but perfuming the rose. It looks like she's it's classically posed there, so you're not seeing anything. But so you get 3 exhibit cards for one money. Get this pit group running. I think definitely the best one there. I like that they mounted a Chevy V8 on that motorcycle. It's pretty cool. A little custom work. You got the Henry Bussey. I might be saying his name wrong. Maybe a jazz player, and then a slightly risque one, perfuming the rose. In his image likes him. Thank you, in his image. Small 03. There's a group of other, much more risque exhibit cards that I pulled out of that stack. So I'm going to try to keep it classy up in here, not run anything like that. 03 in his image. Okay, there's something else. So you might like this. I'm not sure if you will or not, but we got a 1962 Turf Digest. So, okay, all right, man. I'll set them aside. Turf Sports Digest, 1962, the Kentucky Derby issue. Guess that horse's carry back. Pretty nice condition. Does have like a little greet. That'll just happen. Sorry, my power went out. Give me 1 second. Didn't fully go out, just my what the heck? All right, I think I'm still on. It's just my light went out. I'll fix that in a second. We got the 1962 Turf Digest Kentucky Derby issue. Thanks, Shane. I try to figure out my power while I mess with that. Thank you, Shane. Appreciate it. Sorry, guys. I think I had a little space heater running in my warehouse here, and I think I don't know what it did. It messed up my extension cord. So I'm going to text my wife. Sorry about that. Yeah, but my thankfully it didn't mess my what do you call it? My router, the Wi-Fi still working. It just shorted out that one power strip. I think I'm gonna plug a different one there. I don't need the heater for myself. My wife's gonna help me for my later show, so she's not a fan of being in the warehouse when it's cold. So I had it running, but it's not too bad in here. That was 04, Shane. Yeah. Thankfully, I think I'm safe. All right. I get something else running. No. We're a little hook, cello pack. All right, that giveaway is running if anyone wants that. Try to do this. see if that works. Okay, that should work. Sorry about that. Now we're back in business. This is a pretty cool photograph. And it's a little poignant for what happened a few years ago in our country, but I don't make any political statements about anything. But so you have a protest press photo. This is 1969. Yeah, 1969, January 19th, 1969, Washington. For the first time in our nation's history, a presidential inauguration will be confronted by a large-scale protest demonstration. Apparently, they had a Richard Nixon mask on top of this statue, and they were protesting. So it was interesting photo. Shane likes that one. $2. Thanks, Shane. Jake's in at 3. All right, Shane takes it down for $4. Thanks, Shane. All right. Let's see. This is sort of a cool piece. Don't really know. I didn't look any of this stuff. I just grabbed this morning out of a box, but it's a box intact that you could fold it up for Western AA trap loads. I guess like I don't know much about guns or anything, but shotgun shells maybe. But let's see if there's a date on this. I know a lot of like early stuff like this can do very well, but didn't look this up at all. 12 gauge shells. Okay, cool. And you can fold this back up, display it, but I'm sure it has resale value. Trap shooting. Okay, that makes sense when it says trap on there. Yeah, that's how much I know, right? Jake's in at $2. Thanks, Jake. It was 06. All right. Find some other stuff here. Here's sort of go along with some of the camera stuff I sold the other day. So get a snapshots for your Kodak Duoflex camera, a little brochure. Shows you how to use it, and some other stuff inside. I don't know what that is. But yeah, basically a catalog for a Kodak camera. So I took that off camera. I was looking through my box with one arm and wasn't showing anything. All right, I'm gonna grab a little sport light here. So we're going to run a pair of track and field items. We got track and field guide, official collegiate, little Hanes at Sport advertising on back. And then a 1968 U.S. Track and Field Championship program, Hughes Stadium. This have like the photos of all the contestants. I didn't look in this yet and see if there's anyone I recognize. There we got it. So two 1968 track and field publications. And his image likes it, $2. Thank you, his image, appreciate it. That was number 8. We'll run this Elvis piece in a second. Just gonna, I'll take it out of there, show it better. Just gonna get in his image the stuff labeled. That was 08. So this is an advertising photo. Like, yeah, take it out of this. There we go. Yeah, the king. I think it meant the king of pennants. Like, no, he isn't. He wouldn't be here. But yeah, the king is in the house. We got facsimile signature, Elvis Presley in GI Blues. So it's like an advertising handbill or print here. Chains in at 4. Shakes in at $7. Thanks for the big guys. Appreciate it. J-Ride takes it down. Again, this stuff's going to ship with the lot that I sold Tuesday night. I figured I was going to run Ephemera because that'll be easy to fit in the boxes with a lot of the cameras and glassware. I want to make those boxes so massive, but you'll get discounted. I mean, I think the shipping is probably like $1 or 50 cents for each additional item, depending on the size. Most of this is, I put it in small. So another lot of these Baseball Hall of Fame stamp, like first day cover style things. We got Rogers Hornsby, got Honus Wagner. That one's in like it's glassy in envelope. Casey Stengel and Whitey Ford. So 4 for 1 money. Whitey Ford, Rogers Hornsby, Honus Wagner, Casey Stengel. Wish this was the T206 Honus, but still pretty cool. Okay, Mike's in at 5. Thanks, Mike. That was number 10. And another pair of track items here. So we got Backtrack, Great Moments in Track and Field by Maxwell Styles. This is probably 60s as well. Let's see. 1959. So close to the 60s, 1959. Assume they probably have, yeah, there we go. Jesse Owens. Jesse Owens mentioned there. And then this is earlier. So it was Spalding, 1937 Olympic record booklet, little paperback book. These always have cool advertising for equipment in them. You got the little track shoe from Spalding. So there you go. It's a pair of vintage track and field items. I sell a ton of these vintage Spalding guides. They especially when you get the baseball, football ones. Those are very good. But even the ones that are like more obscure sports do very good. And his image likes it. Thanks in his image. Appreciate it. There's number 11. I saw a ton of ephemera. Oh, there we go. The winner's running here. We got the a Retro Princess. Thanks, Retro Princess, for being here. Get that labeled for you. Got another cabinet photo here. Same. This one's the same group as the other one, but this one looks like it's a New York. Well, Robinson and Rowe is the photographer. It has a little chipping on the edges, a little staining, but it has a Chicago address and a New York address. Max Fairman. It's hard to read that. Somebody could probably read it better. But a cool older gentleman working on some sort of paper there. I assume this is an actor as well because that came in that same lot as the other cabinet photos. Again, I'm sure like right around 1894, 1895. All right, this piece right here. Let me tell you, I tried to comp this out, and I could not find another one of these. Whether it be WorthPoint, whether it be eBay, Google Image, I tried everything, could not find it. So, which is usually for me when I'm selling this obscure stuff, that's a good sign. When you can't find it, it's hard to price it, but usually that price is not low. And so, but with that said, I'm going to give that deal to someone here and let you guys figure out if you want. With this, I would probably run an auction because if you can't find a comp, either you just make up a price and aim high, or you run an auction and let people decide. But it's a Charles Lindbergh souvenir program. Get the Spirit of St. Louis on back. Get that duplicated first. Let's see. No date on it. It's got to be 20s. And I will come back to that. But you have the map of the 40,000 mile flight of the Spirit of St. Louis. It does open up. Oh, it does have a little tear in the back cover, but the whole story of the Lindbergh's flight there, and it's sort of like a biography of him. So again, it does have a tear in the binding. The cool thing about this is that you read down here, trace the grooves carefully. So there would have been little grooves on the cover that you would draw and make the image of Lindbergh. For that, as well as for the Spirit of St. Louis on back, and that map on the inside also is the same way. So a pretty cool piece. Again, could not find it. Usually that's a good sign. Here can be $2. Shane's in at 6. Yeah, I've sold a lot of Lindbergh stuff, and people love early aviation. Nice buy, Shane. If you do really well with that, shout me out on Instagram and give a little publicity to District as well, because it could. Again, I would, if I didn't run it at auction, I might put it up. Unless you're going to keep it, I might put it up for $150 and see if you get an offer on it. Right? Since I couldn't find one, maybe you'll be able to find one, but I spent like 20 minutes looking and could not find it anywhere. All right, that was number 13. Here we go. Yeah, absolutely. We're doing early photographs. This is a sports photo. It's a football player photograph I wrote from Andover. It must have come with a group of other photographs, but say 1910, 1915 kind of photo as far by the football helmet. Small cabinet. This is about, let's say, 3x5. This is an albumin photo. There you go, man. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was mentioning. Yeah, we might as well grow it and help us all. But a cool early football photo here, small photo. Again, I think this was from Andover, Massachusetts. I made a note for myself. It was in a larger lot. Okay, Mike's in at 5. Thank you, Mike. Shane, Hawkeye Mike got a horse last night. I still got to work on his horse AI, but it's gonna be a cool one. I have some plans for that. All right, then we got a little group of these are early pages of a very early book. I would say 19th century book, iron oxidized. I'm not sure if these were like original drawings or if this is just like from a book with plates of how to draw. But I mean, this could be, I think it's definitely 19th century, could be even earlier. See, there looks like they're hand numbered in each of the corner of the pages. This is a cool one. Even if you had some early, like 19th century frames, and get those tiny oval wood frames and mount each eye in a frame, that would be pretty freaking sweet for if anyone sells in an antique shop, which I do. Probably should have thought of that before I just said it now. But so there's 5 of them all together. This one's the Rex Ryan special, all of a feet. He was a big fan of feet. And then you have the close up here. So yeah, it does. Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of 5 running. Pretty cool early ephemera. J rides in at 5. Thanks, Jake. Appreciate it. Slip that in your Elvis envelope. That was number 15. I'll move this stuff to my table. All right, let's see what else we got. This is a cool piece. I don't know. Let's see if there's a date on it. But it's an advertising piece. Let me take it out of here because the glare is not going to help it. Oh, yeah, man, I know. I try to edit and watch District 2, and it never works out well for me. But we got a Pabst Blue Ribbon king-size advertising piece. So it has the adhesive on back. Enjoy a more generous serving. And basically what this would be, you can see over here, you would roll this up and make it into a paper can that you would probably attach to the wall or maybe some other kind of sign. But pretty cool vintage Pabst Blue Ribbon advertising piece here. Oop. People love PBR. People love vintage beer. And his image is like some vintage beer. Yeah, probably, Mike. Yeah, some sort of store display. Thanks in his image. Put this carefully back in here. Oh, really? Okay. All right. Well, you like your advertising, maybe. Or you just like cool stuff. That's cool. I don't drink very much myself. To be honest, the only time I drink at all is when I'm doing our Hops and Hits simulcast these days, once a month. So, and that's one beer. Let's see, number 16 in his image. All right. Let's go a little vintage sports here. We got a 1963 Cincinnati Reds yearbook. So this would be Pete Rose. This rookie card was 63 top. So very early Pete Rose in here. Let's see if I can find Pete. I think I passed by him. Should have done this beforehand. We got Vida Pinson. There he is. There is a very young Pete Rose right there. So 63 top, not 63 tops, 63 Cincinnati Reds yearbook. Run for $2. So Jay rides in it too. Mike likes it. Okay, Mike in at 5. Okay, Mike takes it down. Thanks, Mike. Number 17. All right. I think these are the last of these I have, and plus there's another one in the stack here, a different one. But we got the Mel Ott first day cover Hall of Fame stamp, Ty Cobb. Then we have this one too. This is a Babe Ruth first day cover, 1983, with the stamp on there. So you got 3 baseball pieces here for one money. You can't get better than Cobb and Ruth. Jay rides in at 3. Mike's coming in at 4. Okay, Mike takes it down for 4. Thank you, Mike. That was number 18. All right. I'm going to run a pair of assorted pieces of ephemera here. So we got a ink blotter, 1938, a cool little bathing beauty there, red, hot, and blue, for advertising for car wax. Back was unused. And then we have a little veterinary first aid hints booklet, copyright 1935. Should have saved this for work, right? But I don't work on horses. Got balsam of myrrh. Let's see, that's Randolph, Vermont. I guess they sold this or gave this out in the electric shoe and harness shop in Randolph, Vermont. So a cool little veterinary booklet. What is that? Oh, that page is loose in there. And then we have a ink blotter, both for one money. All right, no interest in that one. No worries, guys. This is a 1940 baseball booklet, Baseball Banter, a collection of humorous baseball stories. Very nice condition. It's advertising for a Lou Gehrig book on back. And it does have the 1940 date inside. Here's the next page. Where was it? I did see it. I just saw it a second ago. There it is, copyright 1940. It's right in front of me. So, little baseball booklet. Running for $2. Okay, Mike's in at 4. Thanks, Mike. Number 19 or number 20. I skipped 19. Get a group of 3 vintage tennis press photos. So I'll show these 2 first. So we have this one. That doesn't look like much, but apparently there was a very controversial ruling in, you see, it's dated 1938. This is a type 1 press photo where there was a foot fault rule where he had Adrian Quist, Australian tennis star, had both feet off of the court while he was serving, and it was a big controversial ruling. I guess they disqualified him. That one. We have Chris Everett's husband. Here we go. John Lloyd, 1985 wire photo. And then this one is Ili Nastasi, 1980 press photo. So 3 tennis. These are wire photos or press photos, and then the type 1 behind it. When you're buying early press photos, one thing to look for is you always get a nice little bonus if that has that slug. I call it a slug, or they call it a slug, that paper description. Without that, this is just an anonymous tennis photo. But when you get that identification on back, people love that, and that really helps the value of early photography. Thanks, J-Rod. Coming your way. Here's number 21. Another group of photos here. Some of these are later generation photos, but the boxing ones are later generation. We got Mike O'Cloud, maybe, or O'Dowd. That makes more sense. This one, no identification on that one. That's what I mean. If that had that description on back, that adds a little more value than then we got a runner. Let's see, this is racing through the Cambrian Mountains. Brian Davies. I don't know, is that a wrestler? Maybe Shane, you're maybe a wrestling guy. That is Sam Jones, 1980. Figured, was he an actor, Sam Jones? I'm blanking on who that is. Then we got a pool player or a snooker player press photo. So a group of 5 assorted sports photos. Over one money. That's, yeah, okay, that's it. There we go, Mike. Yeah, Flash Gordon. I knew it had a look to him, but I couldn't really put my finger on it. Okay. I wonder if he was an athlete too. Was he a wrestler or anything? Or maybe this is in this massive lot of sports photos I had. Thanks, in his image. In his image takes him down. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, so he was a pretty versatile guy. That was number 22. We're going to run like one more item because my wife's going to be getting to the warehouse any minute. I'm going to have to let her in. Let me see what the last piece here. We're another exhibit card lot. So we got 3 actors. Get this duplicated. Rock Hudson, exhibit card. And Baxter and George Hamilton. So 3 for, I feel like I recognize him. Is he from like, I've seen a TV show with him in it. I can't remember what it was. I was going to say Bewitched, but I don't think it's that. But 3 exhibit cards, 1940s. Okay. All right, let me pair them with these. These are not like type 1 photos. Let me take them out. These are both Babe Ruth. I don't know when they're from, but let's try to take it out of there. But it's Babe batting. It's like maybe a type 3 image and then of him golfing with a cool advertising piece in the back there for Theodore Roosevelt, or Franklin Roosevelt, FDR. So we got 2 like later generation Ruth photos and then the 3 exhibit cards for one money. Go ahead and start it. Oops. Here we go. Okay, Mike's in at 4. All right, appreciate you, Mike. Let me get that labeled, and then we'll, let's see. Okay, Mike's right there. That was number 23. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. I'll schedule another one of these maybe on Sunday, but I didn't schedule it yet. But this stuff is going to ship out with the stuff from Tuesday night. And I appreciate you being here. If you're going to give me a follow, I will definitely be running this kind of stuff down the road. I have a warehouse. I guess, let me show you the warehouse real fast. It's a bit of a disaster right now, but I'll show you the kind of stuff that I can run. I bought a massive, massive collection, which is the reason I rented this warehouse, but you can see I could be running stuff on here for a long time. I mean, this side goes. So it's a lot of like vintage toys, vintage sports memorabilia. But so for these sales, I've been pulling stuff out random, not from this group, but from over here. This was all one person's collection. This is what I got for the crooked spine. This was the aftermath of my Amazon book selling business that I bought out 2 houses of books, and my Amazon account got shut down right after I made that buy. So these are all books. Then I have my skewed part of my inventory over here. And then my clothing is listed as well. So here I'll give you a quick tour of that. This I have on Dibbed It Threads, my stuff that I've pulled out for that. Oh, and my wife is knocking. So give you a quick tour there, guys. Thanks everyone for being here, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, we go, man. I'm down for that. Take care, guys. Let me see if there's anyone to raid. Yeah, it looks like there's not. Thanks, everyone.